is not a subject just for people who have a degree in it, or somebody who is an expert in it, or somebody working in finance department of a company. It's for everybody. After talking to a few business people, one thing I realized is, some are really bright and very good at their subject, but somehow they find it very hard and out of control about finance. They just don't understand it. In spite of studying so many things and understanding and talking with us, one thing is, even after learning so much, they just don't get that closure or meaning of their numbers. Then if you are handling finance, be it in business, be it as an employee, even a homemaker who's handling finance for the house, and even if you're somebody interested in investing, without knowing accounting and without knowing what your numbers are talking about, it becomes very difficult. So I've decided today to crack down, or put some stepping stones for you, in a way that it gives you sense. And I always tell my teammates and my team actually that accounts is the most logical thing. You have meaning with it. It's not all crack the code kind of stuff, because it's never a code, it's very logical. So I have thought and curated this few steps that you can follow to start understanding numbers and start understanding finance and business. So one thing is reading one newsletter consistently, or one podcast. So when I say one, that is very important, because if you are new to finance and numbers, and you just start putting all your time and all your space just for finance, it gets very boring. It might put you off the track. So stick on to one newsletter or one podcast. When I say newsletter, there are a lot of companies and even big fours which come up with regular newsletters where you understand the finance market, the economy, and get the recent updates. It might look little off at the beginning, but soon you'll start catching up. Podcast is one of my personal favorite, because it saves you a lot of time, and it makes you it gives you a meaningful time during your the off productive hours, because especially if you're somebody who's traveling a lot, which I do, I often have a finance podcast playing, because it saves your time, it keeps you engaged, and it gives you so much knowledge. And even if people are talking about finance with each other, if it's an interview stuff, anything is going to give you information, and it keeps you updated. So podcasts are one of my favorites, and just one newsletter or one podcast. So instead of having too many information, having one information in a consistent way is going to be much more beneficial. Then second thing I would suggest is to have accounts for your own. So when I say accounts, you don't have to follow all the accounting principles and everything about accounting. You just have to start with an Excel sheet. And when I say Excel sheet, just start with incomes and expenses. You track down your money and how it goes and comes. I know we all have a vague idea of where it is coming from and where it's going, but that's not it. Once you track down even 1 rupee or 1 dirhams or any denomination, it gives you much more sense, and it gives you perfect, accurate numbers where things are going and coming from. So one thing can help you, build a habit of accounting, and it's going to be very fun. Then the third thing is understanding the basic terminologies associated with finance or accounting. So unless and until you understand what is certain words, it won't make sense to you even if you read a lot. So for example, like 5 basic terms if you want to know about accounting. One is income. Definitely, we all know income. You can put it in your own scenario, income. Second thing is expenses. Then we can talk about assets and liabilities. So assets are different from income. So assets and liabilities. Liabilities means where you owe money. Then capital. So these are like 5 basic things. So I just thought to put a light on some basic terms in accounting in this video. But I'm sure if you like this, or if you think this is beneficial to you, I can come up more with more of basics, and try to make an understanding, or give you an understanding of how finance and accounting really works. So thank you for watching, and yeah, hook on for more. Bye.